just north of the University of Notre Dame in South Bend, you can find Casper's, an awesome old school coin shop. You're going to enjoy this one. Hello, silver fans. This is T, and you're in the place to be for silver education, acquisition, and entertainment. Hey, thanks for watching, everybody. As far as coin shops go, this is one of the best I've ever been in. I'll tell you what, it is old school, it's huge, lots and lots of stuff to look at, interesting things from across the decades, and I'll tell you what, the folks here are really nice. If you enjoy coin shop videos like this one, I know you will, be sure to subscribe if you're not currently a subscriber, hit that bell notification to see more, and if you enjoy the effort, be sure to hit that like button. Okay, I'm here at Casper's in South Bend with Justin. Justin, nice to meet you, buddy.
Yeah, you too.
Hey, we have a mutual friend, and Kevin Hunt,
Yep.
and down in Indianapolis, and he said he's known you for a while.
It's a couple decades, yeah.
Yeah, he's a good guy, and I'll tell you what a shop. It's absolutely incredible how much stuff you have accumulated here.
Accumulation's a good word.
Yeah.
We've been out here about 40 years.
40 years. Mm-hmm. Okay. Family business?
Yep.
Okay. So you grew up in the biz, huh?
I did grow up in this business, yes. It's been
And,
a long time.
Yeah. Do you do coin shows and things like that, or is it?
Yeah, we do. We just started actually kind of last year, year and a half, but mostly just the regional shows. We'll do a South Bend show, Indianapolis show.
Okay.
Really shows we don't have to close the store for.
Okay.
It's kind of hard to justify closing to go do a show. We don't have the personnel to do a show and keep the store going at the same time.
That makes sense. How many guys do you have working here?
2.
Okay, got it.
We have 2 in this store, and then we have our Goshen location, which also has 2.
Oh, I didn't know you had a Goshen location.
Yep. Yeah, we've had it for 12 years, 13 years.
Okay. How did your dad get into the business? Just wondering.
Actually, it was my godfather. He had been in this business before, worked for other dealers, and then started his own place, and kind of blossomed from there.
Okay. And what do you specialize in? Coins, numismatics, bullion?
We do a lot of numismatics.
Okay.
Obviously, that's what we started doing, the bullion. I mean, we've been doing bullion since we opened, but obviously with the market and the economy and the world, it's a much larger part of the business than it used to be.
Okay. If you had to throw a number on a percentage, bullion versus numismatics, what's your bread and butter?
Probably really bullion, just on dollar and cents wise. I mean, for every ounce of gold you sell, you got to sell quite a few GSA Morgans just to equal it out. So
right.
Probably 70-30 at the moment. Summertime's typically slower for coins. Everybody's out doing something, vacations. So coins pick back up in the fall and winter and spring. Sure.
And we were chatting just before we got started. The average bullion buyer demographics have changed a little bit over the years.
It definitely has. It's a lot younger. It's a lot of guys in their 20s. A lot of women too. See a lot more minorities in buying bullion as well.
Okay.
It used to be just an older white guy thing, and now it's opened up to. We see a lot more people from every stripe, every walk of life.
That's awesome, and I'll tell you what, I believe in it, and it seems like even at shows, when I go to shows and you see a big room, 500-600 people, the demographics are changing, in my opinion, to the better.
Yeah.
And especially for the long-term health of coin collecting and socking away the bullion, and I think the people coming in for the bullion, a lot of them use that as an entry and start getting into the numismatics and the hobby.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Regarding the bullion, gold versus silver, what do you do more of here?
Definitely silver.
Okay.
Yeah, silver. I mean, it's just on a cost basis. You can buy a lot more silver than you can gold.
Okay.
So, I mean, we do a lot of gold, but the vast majority of guys walking in are our silver buyers.
Okay. What's the market like here?
It's pretty strong.
Okay.
Except there's a lot of coin shops here, especially for the population.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I mean we do quite a bit of walk-in business, and really that's what we strive for. We don't have a huge online presence.
Do you ship?
Yeah.
People from all over the country are going to be watching this video.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got 5 orders sitting on my counter now that are got to go out yet today.
Well, good to know. As I'm kind of panning around, if people see stuff they like, I'll put your information for your shop down in the video description,
cool.
and they can check you out. So whenever we get to the end of a calendar year, everybody kind of starts speculating about what's going on with spot price and things like that. And just recently, end of last week, it's made a little pop. By the end of the year, where are we going to be at with silver and gold?
Higher.
Okay.
Yeah, just higher. I have no idea what it will be, but it higher.
Yeah.
There's a lot of physical demand, and we just keep printing more and more worthless cash. So.
Yep.
I always tell people money's like water; it has to flow somewhere. So your asset prices are going to increase the more worthless paper that we create.
Yep, and I think more and more people are waking up to that, which is a good thing. Over the years, I mean, you've been at it for a long time. What kind of trends have you noticed over the years?
There's a lot of you notice the panic buying, the world's going to fall apart. People rushing in, and then the smart guys and women buy over a period of time. They don't get caught up in the hype or the panic. They'll buy a set amount every week, every month, every year, and just slowly build onto it. So premium wise, we've seen massive swings in premiums on just generic silver, 90%, or for the love of God, Eagles. Last year, the year before, I've never seen a premium that high on Eagles, which we typically go through 1 to 2 cases a month of Eagles on a typical year. Well, the last year with that premium, we barely sold 2 cases for the entire year.
Wow. Okay.
Because I couldn't recommend it.
Sure.
Everybody that walked in, you're never going to get this premium back.
Yeah.
I don't say never, but the chances are. So, but yeah, there's never seen premiums swing so much like they have in the past 5 years.
I appreciate you kind of steering your customers away. I assume you want these folks to come back, and you want to give them the best advice you can. And I'm sure there were plenty of unscrupulous people out there saying, buy American, buy these Eagles, pay $12 over spot for them, and that's really commendable. You've been here forever. You must have a really loyal
we
base.
Do. Yeah, like I said, we're second generation here, so we're buying stuff back from customers that we sold 20, 30 years ago, or their family. So, and that's the point with Eagles. Like, I don't want to sell you something at a massive premium, and 5 years later you come back and all of a sudden it's not worth anywhere near what you paid for it just because of the premium wise. So we want repeat customers.
So regarding bullion, you mentioned earlier that silver is what a lot of your folks are walking in to ask for. What are they walking away with? 10-ounce bars, generics?
A lot of generic.
Okay.
We push generic. It's in my opinion, it's the better buy.
Okay.
That premium you're paying for Eagles and Maple Leafs or whatever, you're never guaranteed to get that increase back when you go to sell it. You may not.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, an ounce of silver is an ounce of silver.
Let me ask you kind of the opposite of that is I started off just stacking as much weight as I possibly could. Now I found myself kind of gravitating towards the vintage stuff.
Oh yeah.
The 1970s and 80s. Do you see a decent market for that?
There's definitely a decent market in that. But also that's your collection.
Yeah.
That is a collection that you enjoy. It is an investment, but it's not just an investment. There's the massive premiums you're paying on vintage Engelhard bars or JM bars or whatever, which in the past are since really there's been a collector market, those have increased in value. And it's been a great investment. But I kind of look at that as kind of your collecting side, as opposed to your investing side.
My hope is that 10, 15, 20 years from now, there'll be as many or more collectors, and when it comes time to sell, whether it's me or my kids or whatever, they'll get back some of those premiums that I'm paying up for now, as people covet those old bars.
And the nice thing about the vintage stuff is they're not making any more of it.
Yeah.
It's not like what is it, the kookaburra, that they can remint some if there's enough demand for it. Go back years. There's only so many 3-ounce single hard bars that are still left that haven't been melted down.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, I'm just like dying to do some shopping in here. I kind of glanced around earlier. You got so much cool stuff. I really appreciate you saying yes. Going a little out of your comfort zone, making a video with me, and I'm hopeful that you might get a few new customers out of the deal. I do my best to support local coin shops, because I've seen, like in Northwest Indiana and the region where I'm from, some of the coin shops close because everybody's buying online. Yeah. And I love coming into a shop that looks like yours, that you can find all kinds of stuff. To me, it's an experience, and I'm hopeful that other people see it that way, and maybe inspire some guy in Oklahoma or California or New York to go find his local coin shop rather than just going online. Yeah,
and actually that would be my words of wisdom: is check your local coin shops, talk to them, go in and handle the stuff. We do a lot of estate work after the fact. Where these people that will never go into a coin shop order hundreds of thousands of dollars from some of these investment companies. Yep. And they pay 3-4 times what they could have walked in here and bought it for, let alone anywhere else. Yes. Because they don't understand what they're doing. They're not talking to somebody who understands what they're doing. They're talking to a salesman on a commission. And I bought estates that were hundreds of thousands of dollars that they paid 4 and 5 times that when the market was much, much lower. But they paid the markup for it, and they don't know any better. They never took the time to go to a store and actually talk to somebody physically about it.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, Justin, I appreciate the time. I'm going to go do that shopping. And, hey, I appreciate you doing what you do to, provide this awesome shop for the community.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, buddy. If you're new to my channel, this is the part where I thank the channel members who support my efforts to bring you videos just like this one. And thank you for watching. Now, let me show you what I purchased. First of all, a little old school round there, but off to this one right here. Libertad Angels. Don't see that every day, and that kind of goes back to that treasure hunt idea of stepping into a shop like this. A bunch of vintage bars is my next pickup, and take a look at this. A Carson City Morgan dollar. Awesome. And the biggest treasure of the day to me, I finally found my Libertad album. I cannot wait to fill this baby up. I'll make a video showing you that sometime in the near future. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching, and I have a couple other videos queued up ready for you to see. Check them out. See?